My mother said it to me beautifully. She said, you know, honey, I think for a relationship to work, somebody has to be the picture and somebody has to be the frame. And you've been picking pictures. You need to find a frame. I think you become much stronger when you deal with adversity. You know, life is about peaks and valleys. And the marriage was a peak and the divorce was a valley. And I learned something of value from being in both places. And I've learned so much, not only about marriage and divorce, but I learned about myself and what I'm capable of, what I'm not capable of, what I'm good at, what I'm not so good at. And hopefully, whenever I venture into it again, if I ever do, I'll be more equipped next time to make better choices before marriage, to pick a different kind of person that's better for me. And I've learned things that I should and shouldn't do within a marriage that will possibly make it last.
It's just in combination with her facial symmetry, the aestheticness, and also the softness of her voice. It just sounds good, but it doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Shout out to your mom, because you had 2 more divorces right after this. Not good advice.
Halle first saw David Justice on TV during MTV's Rock and Jock game in '92 and was immediately attracted. They had a lot in common. Both from Ohio, both raised by single mothers, both 26. He was a star athlete, and she was Hollywood's next big thing. When David eventually asked a reporter to get her autograph, Halle didn't sign anything. She gave him her number instead.
You know, I remember Halle saying to me, hey, she asked me to marry her after knowing me for 5 months. I mean, I said, okay. I didn't want to make her feel bad and say no, or like I was just in the moment. It caught me off guard. But I was like, cool, we getting along, we vibing. We only 5 months in, we still in the honeymoon state. And then all of a sudden, so I'm looking at my mom, and I'm a Midwest guy. So in my mind, I'm thinking a wife at that time should cook, clean.
Traditional.
And then I'm thinking, okay, if we have kids, is this the woman I want to have kids with and build a family with? And at that time, as a young guy, she don't cook, don't clean, don't really seem like motherly. And then we start having issues.
My mother always says, be careful what you pray for, because you just might get it. I'm married now. I have a real sense of security in my life, a real purpose.
He seems like a nice man.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Life was good for a while, but rumors started to buzz. With allegations of infidelity on both sides, it's reported that David was publicly still playing the field. And after some time quietly separated, Halle filed for divorce from Justice.
The tabloids had their way with Halle Berry-David Justice marriage.
Berry's split from Justice was very tense and very messy.
Just like any breakup, it's a little tough.
Halle Berry had him served with divorce papers, between the 5th and 6th innings of a Padres game.
A strong-minded man does not get hypnotized because a woman is a bad. A strong-minded man does not get hypnotized because a woman is a bad. Now, if you a boss and you strong-minded, you really do not get hypnotized by bad just because you got 20 of them. So I want to let the ladies out there who don't understand why this dude won't do what you want him to do, it's because you are easily replaceable.
And despite the fact that she's extremely beautiful and extremely talented, Halle Berry has been known as a woman that just can't keep a man.
I've heard people say, something must be wrong with Halle Berry. She can't keep a man. Who's to say I want to keep a man? I don't want to keep the wrong man.
But wait, there's more.
When you find that you make a mistake, we all make mistakes. We have a right to say, oh God, this was a mistake. Let me start again. We have a right to do that.
Unlike her successful acting career, Halle Berry's romantic history has been terrible at best. She was once married to Eric Benet. That didn't work out. Olivier Martinez. Then she had some partners, Gabriel Aubrey and Van Hunt. Currently, he's still there for the time being.
If you get a man who will not adhere to your will, it's because you are easily replaceable to him. Now, a man who can't replace you, he wind up doing something like marrying your phone. He destroy his life to keep you there.
Right.
That's because he ain't a boss and strong-minded.
Hold up.
Wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer.
We were out to lunch in LA. Now, my mom from Cincinnati, man. I ain't even in LA scene like that. She see an actor that she worked with one time, and he came in, hey, kissed him on the lips.
Oh.
What are we doing around here?
Was he European or American? I'm confused.
American.
What is going on here?
Oh, so I know this is gonna be a conversation. So get home and I ask about that. Oh, that's what we do in LA. Oh, okay.
Flashback. She honors that man. She takes care of that man. And there's nothing to be ashamed of with that. That man is really expected to hold her down.
I'm sorry, Georgina, but I gotta do it.
Oh my God!
Best Oscar moment ever!
Wow!
But see, a bitch that's in the game and trying to take from a man, that's a foul mother. What do I mean when I say a woman that's in the game? If a bitch gotta be seen, that's not a bitch to be with. Let me say it in layman's terms. If you're around a woman who needs attention, who needs to be in the spotlight, that's not the one to build with, brother.
I've been dying to pay him back for 22 years. Wow. 21 years. Now I got a chance to pay him back on his big night.
Oh my God!
There we go.
It's almost like a challenger's moment. You kiss him, he kissed Georgina. I was like, whoa, they're recreating them.
Georgina said I could.
Yeah. Talk about the coolest girl ever.
Ever. Girl power.
There's no way a woman who has the urge to be in the spotlight is going to be able to do what she needs to do as a woman for a man.
And where's your man tonight? Where's he?
My man is with the kids tonight.
Oh,
he is holding it down tonight.
Savannah. That's a good man, Savannah.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do for the family.
End of flashback.
But if you got a boss who's strong-minded, he's going to use you for your Arby's sandwich. Craig, do you know that you cannot build anything with a woman that you don't get along with? It's just you want to sleep with her?
Right.
All those women that after you sleep with them, their presence in your life is obnoxious.
Right.
You can't build with them. You have to have a friend to build with.
Right.
Ladies, gentlemen, and polite savages, we are now about to embark on a journey sure to anger feminists and modern women alike. The only thing we can do is guarantee to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. So there's nothing else left to do but get on into it. Are you ready? Let's go. Well, you polite savages, one thing for sure, the myth of the power couple has been thoroughly shattered under these circumstances. You see, David Justice, what he was looking for was somebody to actually be a mother to his children, to actually be motherly, to be a wife. And when he got with Halle Berry, oh yes, he fell for the marketing because Halle Berry was absolutely one of the most beautiful ladies of her era. Probably top 10, hell, top 5. Some people even say she was the number 1 and never the number 2. I digress. One thing is for sure, Halle Berry was not interested in all that razzle dazzle, blabble blabble. She was interested in her career, pushing forward, getting money, getting paid, getting cash. And Dave Justice, he wanted somebody to raise his children. Midwest guy. Didn't understand the circumstances that he was in. Seems like he should have paid attention to the red flags, but he jumped head first into that deep water because something about the way that lady looked made him lose all common sense and faculties, as happens to most young men in this situation.
That's what I want to let all the youngsters know. That girl that you sleep with, but after you sleep with her, you be ready to get away from her because she is so do too much. You can't build with her. Stop trying to make it work with her. Use her for her. As the rapper from Houston said, Devin the dude. Show her what a made for. That's all you can do is show her what a made for. If you're trying to build with a woman that you feel like is, you know them girls who be around you, hi, you just see the phoniness in her. You be like, oh my God, she think I'm stupid. Look how she talking to me. She's all, I love you, I love you, I love you. Then the first time something go wrong, you see something you ain't never seen before.
That's why people got to put in that time with each other.
Well, actually, it's supposed to be when something go wrong, that's when the love supposed to show.
Right.
But all them girls, there's, I love you, I care, you know this. But then when something go wrong, you see a demon come out of them. I promise you, man, that representative that comes out when things go wrong, that's the one that you base your relationship off of.
100%.
Hell, not one of y'all would have turned down Halle Berry back in the day. Fast forward, look at her life. Failed relationship. Seems like one thing is for sure. Ladies love to blame the man, but the man wasn't the villain in this case because her track record is that of dumpster juice with her selected mates.
I would say hurt the most is Halle had a relationship with a gentleman who hit her on the side of the head. And so she lost some hearing. But she never made him public. And I'm not gonna make him public because I ain't gonna do him like that. I know who it is. But for people to think, oh, it had to be David Justice because the only person they associated her with was me. Now she said it was a former boyfriend. I'm not a former boyfriend, I was her husband.
Right.
That's different.
Big difference.
But literally from 96 until even today, sometimes I'll see something on social media. Well, he hit her in the head. And I'm like, oh, that's just a quick Google search.
Yeah.
Now, David Justice is talking about the fact that Halle Berry had a relationship with a boyfriend who was abusive. And because of this, she lost some hearing. But wait, there's more.
But one thing I didn't like is, but she let you think that.
Right.
She let the world think it.
That's tough.
She didn't come out and say, oh, no, it wasn't David. But I'm not going to say who it was, but it wasn't him. No, she let the world think that it was me. And that I never appreciated with her. I thought she was dead wrong for that. I thought she should have handled that better.
Now, David Justice said even though he didn't do it because he was her husband, not a boyfriend, Halle Berry allowed everybody around the world to believe this. And still to this day, people call David Justice a woman beater and all of that. And it's interesting that David Justice reveals that the reason why Halle Berry did this is because he left her. When David Justice left Halle Berry, he ended up marrying somebody that was Hispanic, Rebecca Villalobos, and stayed married to her until this day.
Damn.
My sense of self and my self-worth was totally connected to him. So when he left, I felt like nothing. The day that I got divorced, I so blamed it on my father, and I called him up and I just said, I'm getting a divorce and it's all your fault. And he said nothing, he did nothing, he offered me nothing. And I felt so empty at the end of it. I really didn't want to face the world. I thought this is the failure of my life. I love this man, and I really just felt like the easy way out would be to just go away.
Polite Savages, the real question is why did Halle Berry have to go ruin her chance? By getting rid of a high-value man and entertainer athlete in David Justice. She could have performed her womanly duties, done the cleaning and cooking and doing the dishes. But oh no, she was willing to throw it all away, getting David Justice to sign the divorce papers, and then file a restraining order against him, annihilating any chance of her becoming his forever missus. Because every action and every relationship she gets herself in, she keeps thinking about the times of the past with David Justice, where she could have had a lovely marriage and had a couple kids with him. But oh no, she jumped into the cockpit, got on the rocket, and got it used as a pink sleeve pocket.
Hopefully, whenever I venture into it again, if I ever do, I'll be more equipped next time to make better choices before marriage, to pick a different kind of person that's better for me. And I've learned things that I should and shouldn't do within a marriage that will possibly make it last.
She got passed around the block as every man got his rocks off. And finally, a beta orbiter. Maybe I shouldn't be assuming, but from my position, it seems to me that Van Hunt was willing to play the last hitter in the roster.
But you'll see here, Halle Berry awkwardly rejects boyfriend Van Lathan's marriage proposal.
Is it true that maybe this person is having you contemplate marriage? Who said that? You did, Halle Berry. And I see Mr. Van Hunt over there looking oh so handsome.
Here's the thing.
Confused
he's the man
and battered.
I should have married. I hope I do, because he's the person I should have married.
How has he changed your thought of what it means to be a great partner?
He hasn't changed my thought. I've changed my thought of it. You know, the work has been mine, and all mine alone, and I've done it, and I feel really good about that.
I said men put women into two categories, wife and everything else. And the men in the Henrys, the high earners, not rich yet, the high value men, the guys who are on that track, the hit squad, they're the consumers of this they watch the games, they buy the records, they buy the music. They don't make it and they don't live. They live in a different world and they don't want that crap in their house. They don't want another lion in their territory. And they're not going to live with you looking like you've been marked by an alpha from another place. They don't want alpha widows. Sorry.
It burns! Oh, it burns!
But he did his best and pitched out an offer to Halle Berry for her hand in marriage. But Halle Berry, being the alpha widow that she is, had to remind Van Hunt that he is not the one. So just like a number one slugger, she smacked that offer right out the ballpark to remind him and the many men that will come after him that the part you play in the game is the aged out arc of the fast and steep decline of her sexual marketplace value. Men, if you wait long enough, you might have your chance at bat to have a crack at Halle Berry and smack out a home run. And if not, at least you can get on base. Just like the saying goes, have your turn and get yourself some play as she tries to relive her youth with a bottle of glue.
Analysis by paralysis. How do pretty, professional, successful women choose to exit the game? Because what they do know is once I get out, get married, and have a baby, that's it. My sexual marketplace value drops. I'm now Mrs. X so-and-so. So whoever I pick, it better be right. So just like human nature, what do most do? They wait, and 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 they wait. And what's going on? Time is ticking. They're dating people in their environment. Situations aren't going right. You know, remaining single is a problem. Dating is a problem. Every guy has an agenda. Their single girlfriends around them think that their life should be good and easy because they're so pretty. No one understands them. They feel like everybody wants something from them because everybody does. Pretty professional women, are they destined to be unmarried? Is the question. Well, let's tackle it.
That's all I got for you, you polite savages. Like and subscribe. Hit us up on all social media networks.
We found true happiness.